Hi, happy Training Tuesday. I'm Kim Irwin. I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne International. And today I want to talk a little bit about why it's so important for your brain to have downtime. We have gotten to be the society that thinks that you have to be constantly busy. They call it perpetual busyness. Perpetual busyness, and that does not in fact transfer to better and greater productivity, and it is not particularly healthy. Okay, your brain, they used to think that your brain was idle if you were not working on a complex problem or reading a book or doing something like that, that your brain was idle and resting. But they have found, in fact, with studies and research and stuff, that that's actually not the truth. Whenever your brain has an opportunity to be idle, it goes into what's called DMN, default mode network of the brain. And what that's doing is it takes that opportunity to just kind of go in and organize. It works on memory. It works on consolidating all of the information that it's been gathering throughout the day. Now, of course, when you sleep, that is restorative, and that's really helping with all of the memory capacity and organization and filing system in our brains. But we don't realize that it needs more downtime than we're actually giving it, because again, we're in this ridiculous cycle of perpetual busyness. Now, I'm not going to put myself in that category because I've actually been really pretty good at knowing that I need to relax and that I want to relax, and I do it. Okay, I truly feel like I'm a big napper, and my dad was always a napper. And what I'm finding is that is actually very, very good for me, for my productivity, for my alertness, for my creativity. And did you know that your brain is constantly demanding 20% of all of the energy that your body is producing? And even when it's doing a complex task, like maybe you're solving a calculus problem, or you're reading, a pretty intense book or something, it only uses 5 to 10% more than usual, and the usual is 20%, which is a lot of your of the energy that your body is producing. So what they say with this DMN, default mode network, is that if you have the right kind of distraction, okay, so maybe it's, ever think about when you're brushing your teeth and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I just realized I have the answer to that problem. Or this happens to me a lot. I'll be quote unquote sleeping, but I'm not really sleeping. I'm just kind of resting. And all of a sudden I know exactly what I need to do regarding whatever it is that my mind had traveled to. But they say that with the right kind of distraction, that default mode network can integrate more information from a wide range of the brain regions in more complex ways than when the brain is consciously working through a problem. Okay, that's a big mouthful, but it's basically saying it's really, really productive during that time when you are allowing it to be quote unquote idle. And this is from an essayist with the New York Times. His name is Tim Kreider. And I just wanted to read to you this quote because I think this is really important. It says, idleness is not just a vacation, an indulgence, or a vice. It is as indispensable to the brain as vitamin D is to the body. And deprived of it, we suffer a mental affliction as disfiguring as rickets. So that's saying it's really, really important to allow your brain to rest and have downtime. So there have been all kinds of studies. Again, I talked to you about I love to nap. It just feels right. Well, now I have good confirmation of that, because it says plenty of studies have established that naps sharpen concentration and improve the performance of both the sleep deprived and the fully rested on all kinds of tasks, from driving to medical care. So, what do you do when you are allowing your brain to be idle and giving it some downtime? What are the results that you're going to see, the benefits? You will experience increased productivity. You will replenish attention, solidify memories, and encourage creativity. So what are some of the things that you can do? And you can do these throughout the day, okay? Stretch. Just stretching that physical movement of the body, especially if you're sitting down at a computer all the time, and some sort of activity, all right? Naps, again, they did all kinds of studies. They can be short or they can be long. And if you like to take long naps and you don't wake up groggy, then that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. They say that it can be a problem if you take long naps if you have trouble coming out of that nap, okay? Then you want to keep them to shorter. Okay, you can do that. Meditation. Really, this is what's really important about this is that it's consistent. You do this on a daily basis, 10 to 20 minutes a day of mindfulness, and it needs to be consistent. They did all kinds of studies on this, and it said that the people that were consistent with their meditation really were able to remember things better. They were more productive. I mean, there are all different benefits from it. Be out in nature. Go out in the garden, take a walk in the yard, go into the forest, whatever that is. Get away from the sidewalks and the roads and the high rises and the computers and the phones, all that stuff. Color or draw, just being artistic. And then turn on some music. Listen to it, sing to it, dance. That comes back into the activity. Bottom line, just give yourself a break. Give your mind a break because it really is important and it's really necessary and it's beneficial. So how do I tie this back into Arbonne? Take care of yourself. It's all health and wellness, folks. We need to treat our minds and our bodies in a way that is restorative and helps them function at their best potential. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you will take a moment to just go do something today to allow your brain to be idle and go into DMN mode, and you're going to feel better and you're going to be more effective, more productive, and probably happier. Okay. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in a week.